my name is Jordan, and today we are starting a new project, something I've been wanting to do since before I even started my channel, and that is making our own labels. But I want to do something fairly simple. It's an easier project, nothing too complicated, and I want to make these labels out of a masterboard, basically. So I took out a lot of like neutral scraps. I didn't want anything too crazy, so none of the grungy papers I've been using lately, just normal book pages, dictionary, tea stain paper, a bit of these craft papers. So, and because these are labels, I didn't need them to be super like thick or heavy duty paper, so I'm just going to be making my masterboard on a piece of normal copy paper. So yep, this is just 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. And I'm just going to start off by doing some random collaging, like I said, with some of these neutral colors. And then eventually what we're going to be doing is just like how we're going to like decorate them. We're going to be doing some stamping. But yeah, I've been wanting to make my own labels. I've yet to actually ever make my own. I own tons of, you know, digitals labels, but yeah, I want to make some myself. So I'm just going to start doing some random layering. It's not the end of the world if it's not perfect to the edge, because like I said, I'm going to be taking label stamps, and so there's probably going to be a lot of, you know, scraps and stuff. I have a lot of like scraps from tea stain paper. These are from making those handmade envelopes. These are just like leftovers, like you cut out the corners. That's what a lot of these are. So, whoa, okay, I just keep dropping the glue stick here. I'm just going to keep layering this up. I got a bunch of different kinds of book page here, different colors, some that are much darker than others, which I love. I love how dark they can get. Which all these books, I just get at you know, whatchamacallit, thrift stores. That's the word. For usually like $1 or $2. And I kind of wanted to use some of these like smaller scraps because we are going to be making labels, and labels are fairly small. So, you know, I wanted to use smaller papers in hopes that when we're getting multiple papers within a label, hopefully. So that's why I'm not using like huge pieces, or I'm trying not to at least. Let's get some lighter tones in here. I didn't want to go too dark or too crazy, because like I said, we're going to be stamping. thought I had more of this paper, but I don't know where it is right now. I have like a whole notepad of it, but I guess that's alright. There's a little bit on there. Okay, that's pretty good. Is there any big spots I want to cover up? There's kind of a big area up there. What else? Anything else? Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to give this some time to dry. And we're going to come back, and I think we might do some background stamping, and then we'll start stamping the labels, and then we'll come in with like words, or, you know, stamps that have like words and numbers and dates and stuff. So yeah. So I will be back once this is dry and we're good to go. Alright, we're back. Or I'm back. And it's all dry. I had flipped it upside down, put a stack of books on it, let it dry for just about like 20 minutes. So it seems good enough for our purposes. So I'm going to do some background stamping. I think, yeah. So I'm going to do background stamping before I use my label stamps, which I will be using lots of labels by A Dark Room Door. And yeah, these are the ones I'm going to be using. But before I do this, we're going to do background stamping. And I think I'm going to do all of my background stamping in Vintage Photo, just because I want it to be light. And when we actually go to stamp the main part of the label, you know, once we have the label shapes on there and we start stamping the numbers and dates and stuff like that, I want it to stand out. I want the numbers to stand out. So I don't want to put anything on here that's too dark, because like I said, it's supposed to be in the background. So what do I want to use for background stamping? I think I'm going to start with my splatter stamp. And we'll just do some random splatters. Just to add a little bit of interest here and there. There, I think that's good enough for the splatters. And you know, I had some of these papers that had some of my tea stain stamps, so maybe we'll come in with some of those as well. And this also has some splatters, so maybe we'll do some bigger splatters. Something, some like light. It's cool. what else? Maybe some like full-on splatter tea stains. There we go. Alright, and then I think I want to use some other things as well, like maybe some like of these circles from, this is from Field Notes. So we'll do some of these in the background. I think that'll look nice. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe also get the big one out, huh? Maybe one more. What else for background stamping? I was gonna say like text block, but I don't know that that's necessary because we already have words. But I do have some like postage stamp, like little squigglies. So we could kind of, there we go, off the sides of some of these. Just, I guess, randomly at other places. Just adds random interest. Got like a little airmail circle. Lots of circles, apparently. Is there anything else for in the background? Or is that good enough? I could do this postcard. If we'll even see it. I guess that could be more like a main stamp thing, but that's fine. I suppose I could get some like botanicals, put some like flowers in the background. Okay, I've got some like this flower from Nature Finds by Creative Expressions. Do that in the background. Some random flowers. Oh yeah, that's a nice clear image. All the other ones are a lot bigger, so I don't know what I'm gonna use. Oh, did I have the wrong? No, that was not Nature Finds. I have the wrong. No, where did it go? I'm sorry, that was Timeless Roses. That flower was from. Oh, still from Creative Expressions, but. There's that one. But I do have more flowers from Nature Finds. Now, obviously, Obviously, this is very random. I could have made the labels first and then picked certain images to go with them, but that kind of ruins the spirit of the masterboard, you know? Kind of, sort of, maybe not. But, you know, I like the random effect, you know? And then you don't have to think too much about it. It's just like start doing stuff, start stamping things, and see how it turns out. I think that's really cool. Okay, I think that's enough background stamping. I'm gonna clean up. Okay, so here are all my labels. So I think, oh, and also for the inks, so I've got black, so I can do black border, but I also have this Rhubarb Stock by Memento, so it's a red. I also have Chipped Sapphire and also Rustic Wilderness. So I definitely think I want to do some different colors. I have Ground Espresso, but I just feel like that's going to be too much brown. I don't know, maybe we'll try one and see how it looks. But, so I've got lots of circles and squares and other things. So, let's just grab one, and let's start with like black. I'm not sure how this archival ink is going to go. It was kind of drying out on me, so we'll see. I do have my mini black soot if I need it. Okay. See, it's very light, and that almost looks blue. I wonder if I still had blue left over on it when I was using that. Okay. I'm going to go over this with... I need some scrap paper. Yeah, I think so, because I was testing these out earlier, so I probably still had some blue left on that stamp. Alright, let's try the black soot and see if I can get a darker... There we go, it's a little better. I do find it a little hard with this stamp set, these label stamps, to get like a nice solid bold line. So I don't know, I might eventually someday invest in the Tim Holtz labels. Like you gotta make sure you got a really good coating, you gotta make sure you gotta press down really hard. Yeah. I'm just gonna do a bunch in the black. Do a bunch in some different sizes. There we go. Alright, I'm going to keep doing this. I want to try it in some other colors as well. What else? I'm going to have to clean up my stamps. Well, this Memento at least is pretty juicy, so... Oh yeah, look at that red. I'm so glad to finally have a good red ink pad. I do like this color. Yeah, this is gonna be good. some more circles. Yeah. I don't know, I'm cleaning it off. I wanted more red circles. There we go. Do I want any other ones? I have lots of different sizes. I don't have to just stick to these ones. I got like a long skinny one that might be nice. Let's do one of these. There we go. Can I get another one next to it? Yeah. Alright, let's try another color now. I'm gonna go into blue. Go. There we go. These are gonna look so good, especially like, I mean, just imagine what they look now, and then as soon as you cut them out, they're like completely different. It makes such a huge difference. It's so exciting to see that. Oops, did I overlap? Oh, I did a little. That's all right. All right, now let's go in with that green. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna grab out this one. It's a little longer and skinnier than some of the other ones I was using. All right, now let's go on with green. Rustic Wilderness. Oh yeah. Having a little trouble getting the green to go like dark, solid border. There we go. It's a little better. Just gotta press down like really hard. I don't know why I cleaned that off again. I wanted at least one more. I might not have any space to try out ground espresso. If I do, it's going to be like 1 or 2, but that's alright. Last couple. Once again, I'm cleaning it off before I'm ready. Alright, I can maybe do a couple small ones with ground espresso. Yeah, I guess that one would look good. Is that gonna fit? Well, we'll just do another circle. I mean, ground espresso might not have been as good like over some of these darker spots, but maybe. Alright. So now we have our labels. Do I cut them out first and then stamp in them? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to cut all of these guys out, and then I'm going to be right back, and we're going to finish up. Okay guys, so they are all cut out, and they are so much better than I expected them to be, and I got really lucky. These circles just happened to be 1 inch, so I was able to use my circle punch on those, so that was awesome. I didn't have to cut out circles by hand. But yeah, I think it's time to start, you know, putting the final touches on these. Some of these are so good, like they don't even necessarily need stamps, especially like some of these that have like a lot of text and stuff. Like that could just, some of these could just be done, you know, but I don't know. So we'll see. Some of these could definitely have, like this could use a number. So let's see, what could we use? What's gonna fit? I could do this. Do I have some scrap paper? Here we go. Dictionary page. Because I don't know that this whole thing is gonna fit on there. And I think well, I might just try. You guys can see this. There. Just some numbers. That's cute. What else? We have some like bigger ones. Yeah. Look at that. That's perfect. What else? I want to try to use as many different ones as I can. Is this gonna fit on something? What about like one of these? Yeah. but that's cool. This is like really skinny. What do we have that's really skinny? Numbers? Is that gonna fit? I think so. It's cool. Alright, what else? I've also got this. Oh, here we go. Let's get out the number 5. That'll be a good one, maybe on like a circle. Bunch of numbers. It's cute. There's some more numbers. Number 1411. Okay. Let's see, I do have bigger ones. We could do like registered. Put that on like this one. Whoa, there we go. Because I've also got my dates from the past. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Here, let's put a big old number. There we go. What else? What else? We got lots of things. Could just do like a signature or another date or more numbers. Let's just do a big series of numbers. Got a little messy, but that's okay. Let's do some of these skinny ones. All right. Juliet, 1937. I don't know if it's these papers, but a lot of the ink is like kind of leaking or like bleeding. That's the word, bleeding. So I don't know if it's these old papers or if it's the ink or what, but they're not too bad. It's not. I just need to get like a better ink. I want one of those, is it VersaFine? Versa something? Those I always hear have like really good juicy pigmentation, which might be nice for when I want like a nice bold like number. So we'll see. I don't know why I put this back on. I'm not done yet. Right, whatever, just kidding. Oh, see, you can't even see it. It's too messy. Too much going on. Alright, I think we're good. I'm gonna clean up and I'll show you guys the end result. Alright guys, this is the finished product. I think there's a couple that don't have anything on them, but that's okay. Because they're still really cool looking. I can always stamp something on there later, depending on the project. But all of these wonderful labels out of one master board. This is awesome. And just using scrapbook pages and tea stained paper and stamps, and this is awesome. I was even thinking, you know, since some of the label outline didn't get like super dark, I could even come in. I just want to try this real quick. Get a new dauber or a clean one for a different color. And I could go in and, you know, use these colors or whatever and try to like darken up these edges. And that might give it, you know, definition and make that the color on the edges really pop. And kind of, if I go in there, look at that. That already makes a huge difference. See, look at that outline compared to this one. So I could, you know, definitely go through and do this and make those edges a little bit darker in the color that they're supposed to be. And then that just makes them kind of pop even more. So I could do that. Let's do that with just a couple of the other colors and just see what a difference that makes. Especially, yeah, some of these that didn't quite stamp as dark as I wanted them to. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. That's awesome. That's cool. I like it. I love these. They turned out so awesome. That's cool. I love them so much. Alright. So yeah, these are the labels. Let me know, do you guys make your own labels and how do you do it? You know, are there any kind of different technique? I mean, there's lots of different ways to do it, and obviously stamps are a good way to make your own labels. You know, some people take their label stamps and then they just go around like, you know, papers that they have and just make them that way. That's fun, but I don't have a ton of papers that I can do that with. Like, I don't have a ton of like vintage papers. So this was the best way that I could think of, but yeah, it's awesome. I love these so much. Can't wait to use these in future projects because they are awesome. And so yeah, if you guys make labels, let me know down in the comments, how do you make your own labels? And I would love to know, and I'd love to make future label making videos of different types. So yep, please remember to like and subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!